Are you high on void energy? That's not possible.
All of the girls they wonder. All of the girls they want.
What up, gang? So this is gonna be a little different one. So let's start off with the unpredictable set. So I just wanted to touch on this really quickly. So I'm actually enjoying this set, but the biggest issue for me right now is that 60-second cooldown. And that is atrocious in my opinion because matches only last about 3 minutes, 4 minutes. So basically, you're only getting 4 chances at these, maybe. And it's like, can you guys meet us in the middle? Like, I would love 30-second cooldown. It's 60-second cooldown with an additional 10-second between each ability. So it's like, that's kind of not fair to the set, comparably speaking, about Slayer or any other set there is out there. So I hope the developers can bring that cooldown down to at least 45 seconds. I want 30 seconds, but if we can meet in the middle on this, like, this would make this set even, I wouldn't say better, but just more useful to the community. The community is not going to sit on it because that cooldown. And if they're not getting abilities every second, they're not going to want to use it. So I'm just saying. So just developers, if y'all could take a look at that and see if y'all can bring it down a little bit, make it more useful and all, like, in more situations, because when it does work, it's fucking great. It's great. So yeah, man. I just wanted to talk about it real quick, so let's go through it. So basically, grants unpredictable, cooldown 60 seconds, effect cooldown after equipping / unequipping 10 seconds, unpredictable, randomly grants health and shield recovery, resilience, you get skill power, which is amazing. It's amazing, and negative 12% skill cooldown. Latent strength is really good, and the fierce attack 25, reload time modifier 8. Like, this set is so good, but it's just, you don't get to use it often. So let's go through what we got on here. So we got max shield, max HP, fire resistance, max HP, shield recovery out of combat, HP recovery. You really want HP recovery because MP isn't a thing. MP isn't a thing on none of this stuff right now. So max HP, electric resistance, defense, max shield, shield recovery. I would love to get toxic resistance on my processor, but it's cool. But I really enjoy this set. I'm not going to take it off because how my gameplay is set up, it still impacts when it does work. It's just, you only get 3 or 4 chances to actually get get some procs off this. Like, if you're gonna make this one have so many harsh cooldowns, you gotta give the other ones harsher cooldowns, because Slayer set just wreaks havoc. And I know y'all don't want to make this a Slayer set part 2, but we gotta meet in the middle somewhere, because this is not, nobody's gonna use it if y'all don't. So either bring the powers down a little bit and bring the cooldowns down, or like something, but 60-second cooldown is just egregious. So on to the next, guys. So let's talk about the Malevolent. This right here is a beast. It's a beast. So Mind you guys, all these rolls I have on this gun, less than 10 rolls for each of these. Less than 10 rolls. So maybe your luck isn't as great as mine, but it did not take me long to get these rolls on this gun. So we got double firearm, toxic. I prefer more rounds instead of having way more fire rate. Like the 20% is cool, but we might need more in the future, but it's pretty good right now. So, and on the readjustments, toxic. Recoil on a hand cannon is so underrated and nobody even gives a damn about it. I mean, if you're on PC, you're probably fine, but if you're on controller, you want recoil. You want to take advantage of anything that's going to boost your accuracy. So, yeah, recoil on this works for me. Maybe not for you, but it definitely works for me. And let's go through all the rolls real quick. The Fallen Hope is just there. I like this gun. It's a poison weapon, so we put it on the build. The rolls aren't cool. If I'm pulling out the Fallen Hope, it's something wrong with both my other two weapons. So that's that. We got firearm crit damage. It still crits really hard, so I just don't use it. The Malevolent is too good. I just don't use this right now. So those is the rolls on that. And this is my Sig Wars proof. Highly underrated. As usual, I'm bringing y'all the underrated stuff. Highly underrated. The crit damage on here, 35%. I mean, crit rate, 35. Crit damage, I pushed it to a 4.7. It smacks like a bitch. It smacks. So that's that. Let's go into the Malevolent real quick. The weak point is really good. Crit rate is trash. Crit damage is trash. Don't worry about that. As you can see, we want to get this back to max, both of these. So we can get it done. I just gotta grab one of those accuracy mods on my RK tuning and we'll be fine. So let's get into the guns real quick. So toxic enhancement, toxic gun barrel, charge amplification, multi-hit induction. So this is where I'm trying to get that 100% multi-hit chance. So on hitting weak point, multi-hit chance 5.7 for 5 seconds. There's no cooldown on here, so you can get it up to about almost 60%, maybe a little bit higher than that. But you got to be able to hit your weak points. And if you're on console, it's kind of hard. That's why I try my best to put on like accuracy mods or recoil to like counterbalance that. So I don't have no problem. I usually don't even get up to the 10 stacks with any enemy, but if you're just dotting every little mobber, this will stack up quite quickly. You'll have enough time to get it to 50. So that's that. We got rifle, you guys know, fire rate up. So multi-piercing sight, so we're getting 65% multi-hit damage, which is huge. And we're losing 60% crit hit damage. We don't care. And that's that 65% chance. But we're losing 15% of our fire rate, which, me personally, I don't care. I'm killing everything in less than 4 bullets. Mobs, bosses, anything is dying in 4 or less bullets. If I shoot more than 4 bullets, something's wrong. I'm either getting out buffed or something's just not right with the gun at that moment. So multi-sight with Keelan. Oh man, this is probably one of my favorite new mods. and it has so much utility going on. So when using singular skill, it has a 100% chance for firearm attack, plus 4% for 15 seconds. When using a fusion skill, has a 100% chance for multi-hit damage, 16% for 15 seconds. Up to 3 stacks. These effects are stackable. So both of these effects will be running at the same time. So you tap your 1 3 times, boom, you got 45% multi-hit damage. You tap your dash 3 times, you get 12% firearm attack. So it's just an easy damage pickup, you know? So don't sleep on these. If you got a character that's in the middle with like using skills and using gun work, but not so fully invested in one or the other, these mods are amazing. These are really good, and you get both at the same time. So yeah, look into this one for you guys. So that's a really good one. We got action and reaction, charge amplification, of course, and toxic gun barrel. So I am sacrificing fire rate for more damage, because like I said, if I shoot this gun and it does not kill something in 4 seconds, I don't care what it is. The only thing I can't run this build in right now is the Void Purge, and for obvious reasons. But other than that, if I can't kill you in 4 bullets or less, something's wrong with my build. So that's my Malevolent, and it's a tank, guys. And we got more synergy to go with this gun, so just hold on. Alright, so I don't really care for this gun, but we'll go through it real quick. Fire rate, reinforcement, sharp precision, poison priority, toxic circ, better concentration, toxic enhancement. You guys know. Sigwar. So guys, another slept on weapon. 3 million. I've just noticed that while we're talking, so cool. You know, usual suspects. This been one of my favorite mods since the game came out. I'm almost 1000% sure that the crit rate is additive, so it's just a straight 45% crit rate. So I love using this for that extra crit damage, so that's always good to have on this. And if you've seen in my montage from the beginning, we did Dia so dirty with this. I feel bad for doing that to her, but it is what it is. Poison priority, so it's the poison party, you know. This entire build is based on a poison CC party. That's all we doing. You come in to drink the poisonous wine, and you know. So all right, so those is the 3 guns. These 2 guns are cracked out, and let's get to the build real quick. So this is Keelan. So Keelan's abilities is acidic fusion, grants effects to yourself after a certain amount of uses. If the non-combat state is maintained, the fusion level gradually decreases and the effects is removed. So basically, you just gotta constantly proc your abilities. So proc your abilities, you never lose your stacks. You get 4 stacks to get up to 100% skill power modifier. This is why I'm so upset with the arcade tuning. They just switched it to skill power instead of just giving us skill power modifier. Like, I was upset about that, but it is what it is. So next, we got Tremor. I don't use this ability except to get my stacks back from my 2. So that's it. Septic Gust. It's cool. You just want to use your abilities to get your stacks for your Malevolent. I use these for stacks only. These two are my bread and butter for damage when I want to do damage. And my style of play is use this while shooting my gun. I spam hip fire. I don't aim really. I spam this ability and shoot the gun. Reload time, if there is a reload time, we spam it, but there's never a reload time because the Malevolent is killing in less than 4 bullets. So we just use this to get the buffs. It hits too, so it is what it is. We got the onslaught. We love this ability. Wish you could control it a little bit better, but we're not on PC, so it is what it is. That's the abilities. Focus on Prey is my Transcendant. You can go without this. I don't prefer using the Mobile Strike Transcendant. I like this one better for the single target. If somebody's running past me and I don't feel like shooting, I just pop it on them. Boom, done. They don't live no more. You already know mid-air maneuvering, shot focus for more damage. It hurts my my abilities a little bit, but it's okay. We definitely get that 15% skill power modifier back immediately. So basically, we only losing 3% at this point. So, and we getting defense with iron defense. Nimble fingers, of course. MP conversion, of course. Don't worry about MP because there is no MP with Keelan. That's one of his benefits. Toxic amplification. Focus on fusion. If you don't really care about having super maxed out cooldowns at all times with this, which you really actually shouldn't need to, but if you do, use this. If you don't want to use that, you absolutely can throw on skill simplification. Skill simplification, I always use this. It's probably the mod I use for Freyna as well, but 85% skill power modifier with no, you don't care about that 25 max MP, of course. So I prefer to use this sometimes, but focus on fusion is cool as well. You're not losing that. You're always gonna get you'll make that skill power modifier back with this, whatever happens. Or if you don't want to use Decimator, you always can go back to multi-talented. That was my build before. It was Potent Collector and multi-talented. But since Sigma Sector, it's been a lot easier to get your stacks up. So I stopped using Potent Collector. So you don't need that actually no more. But you still can use multi-talented to get the 30% singular damage this stack with your 1 and your 2. So you'll, if you want to, you can take this off and you'll be fine. So multi-talented or Decimator, your best 2 options for Keelan, because it's always about debuffing and getting your skill power stack. So we got fusion amplification, self-explanatory. Focus on toxic and increase HP. And this, everything just coincides so well together. Like, this is probably one of my favorite builds I put together because he's not overpowered at all, but he is oppressive. He will take all the battles from everybody else and just have it his way. Bunny, you cannot keep up with him at all. It's impossible. I don't care if you get to 2,000 speed. You can't keep up with him. He does what he wants on the battlefield. It's a great solo build. You're clearing Sigma Sector in about 3 to 4 minutes, so it's a really good solo build. it's even better if you can use this in the team composition. So yeah, this is probably my favorite male character right now. The way I put this together, I just enjoy this build. So that's that. Next, inversion reinforcement. Say I had the wrong one on. Obviously, we're gonna use this, but when the, I guess, season is over, we'll have to find something else to put to get those extra 2 hits. But for now, we good. Take that off. We put that on there, and we use strike point. So landing multi-hits with firearm grants, 28% weak point damage for 30 seconds. That's humongous. Like, that's so huge for just landing a multi-hit. And which you will. You're at 100%. Once you get your debuffs going, you're at 100%. If you can hit your weak points, you're at 100%. So you're getting a lot of value, and you're using a lot of synergy, and you're getting a lot of value in this build. So yeah, these are our 3 mods. We could go skill arch circulation tactic. We could go this, but well, we don't care. If we needed the skill cooldown, we'll throw it on there, but we absolutely don't, and I'll show you why. So on the arcade tuning, this is my setup. I hate that I had to do this, but I need this all the time instead of the 24% for 10 seconds. You need to have this all the time. So there's no other way. There's no other way to get around it besides losing these 4 slots for nothing. There's no other way to get around it. So if I can find something else to do, if you guys can find another way to keep a good cooldown ratio without grabbing this one, do it. I wouldn't recommend y'all wasting 4 slots for just this cooldown, but I wanted to get this build out to y'all guys, so I did it. So it is what it is. We're going with more skill power, some range. Don't really want range again because I want to be able to always just stack my 4. I don't want to use my 4 as an offensive attack. I rarely ever want to do that because it's so weak. That's the weakest part of his build. If they ever decide to make that 4 something of use, then we'll have a good. He'll have a good 4 if they ever decide to really either turn it into something like hitting harder or doing something, because I don't even know what the ability does. But yeah, we're just trying to get skill power. It was the lesser evils. This has no Baron, and this has no Baron. So it's like, what to do? Catch 22, huh? So I don't really like my arcade tuning for Buddy, but it is what it is. We probably could, like, if I take this off, we probably could go get more damage, but the thing about the damage, it's only 4%. So you're basically getting a shot focus mod for all these slots, except for these. These would be good, but not for Keelan. And that's the arcade tuning. And like I've been saying, guys, make it the way you want. Make it easier for yourself. So that's that. Keep going back in. What else? Okay, so last thing is the reactor. Just got this reactor a couple days ago. Fusion skill power boost, toxic skill power boost. It's solid. So, and I think that's it, guys. And This build slaps. I have some Sigma Sector footage for you guys at the end. And the last thing I want to say, it was actually the first thing I wanted to say. Thank you guys for watching my videos. And if you go to somebody's stream and they decide to tell you to go watch one of their 10,000 fucking videos, don't ever go back to that stream. That guy's only for themselves. Or that female. They're only for themselves. So yeah, guys, enjoy the game. If your content creator is not enjoying the game, get out of his stream. He don't really care. And that's all I gotta say. Peace out.
tilt to 80.